Hello students, welcome to VTU Guru. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ BME302 Manufacturing Process ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ವೈಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್, ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್, ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಸ್, ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಅಲೋವೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ನೀಡ್ ಸ್ಕೆಚಸ್, explain joint molding machine with need sketch, explain steps involved in shell molding process with need sketches, define casting, list steps involved in making a sand casting, discuss base sand requirements and molding sand ingredients with properties, explain foundry sand tests, define gating system, explain types of gating systems with sketches, explain CO2 molding process with need sketch, explain continuous casting process with merits and demerits, differentiate between gravity and pressure die casting, explain casting defects and remedies, explain riser functions and types, explain core definition and types. Next, module 2, explain construction and working of a cupola furnace with zones, explain construction and working of a coreless induction furnace, explain resistance furnace with need sketch, explain direct arc electric furnace and indirect arc electric furnace, explain centrifugal casting process with advantages and disadvantages, explain hot chamber die casting process with need sketch, explain semi-centrifugal casting process, classify furnaces and explain types briefly. Next, module 3, define foaming, classify metal foaming process with sketches, differentiate between hard working and cold working processes, explain bulk foaming processes, rolling, forging, extrusion, wire drying, explain forging and extrusion principles, explain sheet metal operations, blanking, piercing and bending, explain V-bending and edge bending operations with sketches, explain compound die and progressive die processes, explain yard criteria, Tresca yard criterion, von Mises yard criterion, explain stress-strain relationship with the diagram, explain annealing process with sketch, derive expression for wire drawing load using slab analysis, explain importance of temperature in metal forming. Next, module 4, define welding, classify welding process, explain oxy-acetylene gas welding process with need sketch, explain types of flames in oxy-acetylene welding, explain TIG GTAW welding process with advantages and applications, explain MIG GMAW welding process with advantages and applications, explain manual metal arc welding with advantages and applications, explain submerged arc welding process with advantages and applications, explain laser welding process with advantages and disadvantages. Next, module 5, last module, explain welding defects with need sketches and remedies, explain residual stress, distortion and shrinkage in welding, weldability of materials, explain heat affected zone with need sketch, explain resistance welding process with need sketch, explain friction stir welding process with advantages and disadvantages, explain soldering process with need sketch, explain brazing process with need sketch. Okay students, 5 module ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್.